Hello Cancer, hello and welcome to your general tarot card reading for the August of 2018. Cancer, before I'm going to dive into your read, very quickly I'm going to explain the spread. So this card is representing the overall main energy of this month for you. Those for representing actually the additional narrative. This is talking about potential obstacles, potential opportunities, things to focus on, and actually this one is suggesting the best way forward, and I've forgotten to put additional commentary, and this is all about additional commentary. So Cancer, your main theme of this month for you is Chariot, and Chariot is about balancing opposites, and I think all you're going to have in August, because you have a lot of fives, because from what I'm seeing you have Five of Wands, you have Five of Pentacles over here, you have a Hierophant that is number 5, and then you have Five of Swords. So let me explain. So 7 and Chariot in this particular case is about overcoming difficulties, and Chariot, as you can see, this rider is managing those two sphinxes, and they are black and white. They represent two opposite forces, and I think what's happening and what the August is going to be for you, and I'm going to come back to Chariot, because 5 is representing how to put it, it's 5 is one of those numbers that they kind of represent backwards and forwards. They represent the struggle, upheaval, things, you know. 4, which is very stable and very grounded, and 6 that is kind of representing the harmony, and 5 is something in between. 5 is almost where things are happening and you don't know quite where you are with things, and things, they seem to be all over the place. So it's almost, this Chariot is going to represent you overcoming or you managing whatever in August is going to happen, and you're going to have a lot of kind of upheaval in a way that you might have difficulties with people, and that is a 5 of Wands, and you have to show, or you have to believe in yourself more than ever before. You have a 7 of Pentacles over here, and 7 of Pentacles is representing you working on something, you focusing on something, not knowing what the end result it might be. And then you have a Hierophant. A Hierophant is representing, it's almost, once again, it's a little bit like Chariot in a sense that if that is two opposites, let's say the yin and yang, let's say spiritual and material, Hierophant is representing the link between the spiritual and also the material realm, and is representing the authority, is representing the human nature. The human nature in terms of, I'm hearing biases. The human nature in terms of not wanting to lose the face as well. That's what's coming through, you know. I'm just going through what I'm hearing. And you might, some of you might wait for some kind of decision or judgment, but I don't really think it's going to be quite legal, but you might be waiting for decision to be made, or you're waiting to hear about something. And for some of you, and then you have another 5 of Pentacles. So it might be some kind of aspect of feeling a loss or financial loss, or is that going to be back on that is it going to be back on that decision? I'm not quite sure. It looks like it. Whatever decision is going to be made, you might not, if that is a job or whatever decision, promotion, you might not get it. This is a general read, but you might feel like you have been rejected. So the 5, as you can see, that is kind of very prominent, and still the Chariot is saying whatever is going to happen, you're going to overcome this. You're going to manage this, and you're going to sail through this. You're going to find the strength within you to kind of manage the situation and make the best out of it. So in terms of the obstacles, there's a King of Pentacles, so there might be someone who is just very difficult of sake of being difficult, and it's very difficult to kind of have a conversation with them, or it's just a no for sake of no. It's just stubbornness that doesn't need to be, but it's just the way how the person is. And what I would say, that person doesn't really care, so why would you? It's like what I'm saying, what it's coming through. If that person doesn't really care, there's not, you know, stop thinking and wanting to change that person's point of view. Just move on. That's what I'm hearing. In terms of the potential opportunities, there might be 6 of Pentacles. So it's give and take. So sometimes maybe money might be due to you, something might be coming, you might be paying, but also opportunities to ask for more or ask what is due to you. This is a general read that is coming through. What to focus on, and this is 5 of Swords over here. So once again, 5 is about upheaval. It's about pushing and shoving, you know, 1 step ahead, 2 steps backwards. And what I would say, even though 5 of Swords, they represent kind of verbal exchanges between people or actions that are being taken, that quite often they might be petty and nobody's kind of winning. It's just kind of going back on. It's like having a go at someone for the sake of having a go without deserving any purpose, because it makes you feel good. In this particular case, it's for you to focus on. You almost have to have some teeth. That's what I'm hearing. Whatever situation you're going to be involved in, you have to have some teeth, and you have to kind of stand your ground. And if even in your own belief or in your own perception you're going to come across horrible, ruthless, what have you, that's how it should be done. That's how this should be managed. And the best way forward is just grab the opportunity and run with it. Ace of Wands. Whatever opportunity going to come your way, and I think you're going to get something. There might be an idea, maybe what I'm getting. August going to, towards the end of the August, or August in general, going to bring you some kind of new way of thinking. Is going to empower you. You're going to be able to do something, and you're going to feel more in the control. So whatever it is, just grab it. So what is the additional commentary over here? Don't be afraid to do whatever you have to do. Don't be afraid, just go with it, go with the flow. You'll find the courage, and that's the Chariot here, that's showing that courage. And the overall month for you, it's kind of going to be kind of 5. It's managing those struggles and releasing the control. It's a lot of energy. 5 also represents a lot of energy. It's kind of, try to imagine this as something is popping, and this, because the energy is kind of, it's not really directed. It's kind of getting scattered and things that kind of neither there, neither here, and it's going to be kind of very interesting month, because on all levels you're going to be this another way challenged, and this another way you would have to stand your ground. And even though you might feel that kind of go against your own beliefs, they say go for it, you should be perfectly fine, you should manage this, you have a Chariot as a main as a kind of the main narrative, the main theme, so you should be perfectly fine, Cancer. I hope this has resonated with you. If it did, please let me know by commenting, liking and subscribing. Thank you, and hopefully speak soon. Ciao.